Welcome back to the Eclectic Collection. Today we will venture into the realm of superstition with episode number 3, The Wallet. Hello and welcome to the Eclectic Collection podcast.
I'm completely Italian.
Today I give you episode 4,
has
the license
specifically
plate.
in my life been one of those people that
In
is always talking about
1985,
superstition,
which still
It's
seems
just
like yesterday
something that goes
to
with
me.
our culture.
The
and
movie
it's always
Desperately
been. And although a lot of
Susan
ethnicities
came
are,
out with Madonna.
claim different
I'm not going to lie,
superstitions,
not her best work.
of their
Who's
own.
that girl?
They're
Hold
still
out for that
just
one. It would come
something
later with
about
Griffin Dunn.
we
Much
crazy
better
giants
movie.
that
But
always
here
have
nor there,
a
and we
bunch
didn't
of
know that at the time.
superstitions that
My sister was fairly
surprisingly
obsessed with Madonna,
revolve
as
around
was
food,
I,
but,
as was everybody at that
that's
time
not
on
terribly
Earth,
shocking
if you didn't live
So,
in a box. So she went to see the
we
movie.
were
and we
talking
spent a few
years
weeks
ago
trying
when I
that
was a
summer
teenager
to
and
go see it.
something
And for one
happened.
reason or
My best
another, we
friend was
couldn't.
over, we were
And fell into some
having,
dinner and I don't know, mom's making
scheduling
meatballs like
issues, and
usual.
eventually decided
and
to
go
my
see it.
sister
It was like
dropped
a
a
summer
spoon,
afternoon. I think like a
which
Twilight
caused
show.
an immense freak
She had
out.
finished
I
up
was
work.
expecting
I
to
was
freak out because I was
probably
used to
like
this
in
and I'd
6th
seen it
grade
all
at the
the
time.
So,
I of course
my
had
best friend,
nothing
who
to do
was
since it was
completely
summer.
Irish, was
And we went down
stumped,
to
completely
the local movie
dumbfounded, had
theater
no
in
idea
Springfield,
what was going on.
very close to
and
where I
looking
live.
around like crazy. And I said, "Oh,
We
no,
had gotten
you'll
in
be
her
used to
car.
it."
She
And
had a
said,
what's that mean?
Mercury
So,
Lynx.
It was
We
a
were
little
taking bets
four-door
on who the
made
next
of
person
tin.
through the door would
And
be.
we were about to turn
Bottom line,
onto
when you drop
the
a
big road
spoon,
nearby, and
unexpectedly,
I guess it
obviously,
was not
when you drop
even
a spoon,
2 minutes into
you're
the
supposed
drive.
to
It's a
get
45-mile-an-hour road.
unexpected
and she had just
or
started
unwanted company,
picking up speed,
theoretically.
maybe doing
So
20,
that
25
happened
miles
and
an
got
hour.
the conversation started that
And
night about
for some
superstitions
reason,
and,
oh, do
there
you
was
remember
a
when
red
and who did this and
Camaro
that
in front
and
of us.
although people
that
kind of know
just started
what they
acting
are or
weird,
what the term
driving
is,
erratically,
they don't really necessarily
and
think
it
about it.
pulled
It's certainly not the
ahead
level my
faster,
family does.
so she
But I just grew up
slowed
like
down
that,
a
so I
bit.
was used to it.
And then
So my
it
friend was
stopped
laughing and
kept
fascinated,
going, but
it
it
was
was driving erratically,
really not
and
believing it. Like,
eventually,
sure, who's going to come in?
spun
you know?
out to the
And
right.
I said, you
very
watch,
quickly.
this place is
So
always
my
like
sister
revolving
slammed on
door.
her
It's like
brakes,
Grand
but
Central.
we
Somebody's
hit
gonna
it.
show
It was
up
a
that's
straight T-bone,
not expected.
and her car
And
crushed like
I'd say
powder.
probably an
and
hour later,
Camaros at the
one
time
of
were
my
still made of
brother's
steel.
friends
So
for the
they had a
firehouse
big door
used to be
dent,
a
but that
volunteer
was it.
fireman.
And it happened
Walked
so
in,
fast.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Big
And
smash.
It was like Norm from Cheers, and
And
he sat down and had
it
dinner
was
with the rest of us.
just
But
total chaos.
she chalked that up to
ensues.
coincidence.
So
The guy was kind of annoying, and
being
none of us
that
really
I
liked
was
him.
12,
so we
my
figured
sister said,
it was
"Stay
the
in the car,
spoon.
stay in the car."
But either
My
way,
sister
we
had
agreed to disagree,
sustained
and it
a
became a point
small
of
bump on the
talking
head,
amongst us for a
but
while about
she was
that.
okay, and
she
started
would
to
just
panic
shake her head
because
and
she wanted to
disbelief,
get
and
out of
my
the car,
friend would,
see
tease me
all
about it.
damage,
Like, you
and
can't
what
possibly
happened
think
to
that's
other people's
what
car.
made that happen. I, was
I
like, yeah,
had
sure.
my seatbelt
It's
on,
no different
which
than
at the time wasn't a
you
law,
know,
more like
other
a novelty.
things, like
and I never
throwing
put
salt
it on,
over your
but for
left
some reason
shoulder.
I had it on that day.
And
So
again,
I
she
just
looked at me
sat
funny.
there and waited.
I said, well,
because
yeah,
she
you
told
know,
me
when
to.
you spill
She
salt
got out of the car,
on the
went
table,
forward
that's
to
a
the other
no-no.
car, and
So
five
you got to pick
people
it up
got
real
out
fast
of
and
this
throw the
red
salt
Camaro.
shaker. Just give it a
I had
little-
nothing better to do
little
than stare at the
spice
steam
over
so
your
people
left
started
shoulder.
to
You gotta
converge
give it a
out of
little-
nowhere.
little
A
salt
random
shake
motorist
over
stopped,
your
left
left
shoulder,
shoulder.
real
And
estate
she's like,
office
why? And I
nearby,
said, well, obviously
up
that's
on
a
the
result
hill
in
to the
devil's
left of
eyes.
the accident. And
Again,
a man
she
had
thought
been
it was
outside
crazy, and
having
this
a cup
turned
of
into
coffee
a
at the
big friend
time, saw the whole
conversation
thing.
when we were out at
He
dinner. I
walked
believe
down
we were
onto
Bennigan's
the
back
road.
then.
A policeman appeared out of
R.I.P.
nowhere,
Bennigan's in
and this was
Springfield,
not
I miss
the
it.
era of cell
But
phones.
we used to go.
So it's
there
really
all the time, and
surprising.
She said, "Well, what's
that
that
he
about?
showed
What are you
up
talking
and
about?"
was taking
I
statements,
said, "Well,
trying to clear
you
the road.
obviously have to throw
The
salt
five
in the
people that
devil's
got
eyes. You know
out
those
were
cartoons when you
younger,
see the
and
little
I remember
angel on the right
seeing
side
the
and the little
license
devil
plate
on the left side of the
JUR
person's
848,
shoulder.
'cause I
The
stared
good
at
idea
it
and the
for
bad
what seemed
idea.
like hours.
She's like, "Yeah, I've seen
But
that in cartoons." I said,
certainly
"Well,
wasn't that
that's
long.
what it is." I was like, "It's supposed to be
They
the
were
left
not
side,
right.
Everybody
I
says
can't
your right
describe
hand
it
man,
any
they don't
other
say your
way.
left hand
Looking
man,
back,
because
I
the
think
left
they were
side is supposed to be
impaired,
the bad
but I was
side.
young and naive
So
at
of
the
course,
time.
left-handed
so
people.
I'm not
aside,
sure what
sorry.
they were doing or what they were
It's just
on,
one
but
of
they
those
seemed
things.
jittery.
She's like, "That's
And five
you're
people in a
crazy," you
Camaro
know,
is
she
tough enough. Proceeds to tell
So
me that
they
I'm
were
insane and
very
shaken.
She's never
by
done
it,
that.
although
So well, then
none
you got a
were
lot of bad
hurt,
luck,
and
because
they just
if you
had a
don't
big
do
door
that,
dent,
you're gonna have a lot of
whereas
bad
my
luck.
sister's car looked
So
like an
I
accordion.
don't play around with that.
So
Mom said
they
you know,
offered
that's it.
to
I do it.
pull their
So
car
it was kind of
over
funny, but that's how
off
it
the
went.
side to the road.
And again, things would come
the
up.
policeman
and I would
wanted to
explain
clear the
them.
road, so he
And,
said that's
the other
fine.
example I gave,
And we had to be
very
scraped off the road like a
nonchalantly,
bad
not
mosquito
knowing this would
after
turn into
a
a
splat.
thing, was
Unfortunately,
about the wallet.
when they said they were going to
So I said, yeah,
move
you
the
know,
car
it's like
over,
the wallet
they
one,
actually
too. It's
took
pretty
off.
common. And she says, well,
So
wallet,
all the
what are you talking
attention
about? I
went
said, well,
toward the front
idea
of the
of
car and
a wallet. You never
the
give
police
a
car,
man
and he ran to his radio
that you're
to
in love with
get back
a
up and
wallet.
have somebody
You can
try
give a
and
wallet
track
to your
them.
father,
People
you
were
can
writing
give a
down
wallet to
license
your
plates,
brother,
just
your uncle,
everything focused
somebody
towards
that
the front
is in your family.
of my view.
But you care about
and
them
onto the skid
differently. But
marks
if you
and
love a man,
where they
you
left
can't
and the debris on the
give
ground.
them
So
a wallet.
no
If
one
you're
was really paying any
romantically
attention
involved with
to
a
her
guy
car
as a
or,
female.
more
You can't
importantly,
give
me,
them
who was
a
still in
wallet.
the car
It's a
doing
no-no.
as I was told.
And the better the wallet,
while this was all
the
going
worse
on,
the fight, and you'll break
I
up
realized
forever.
that
She
the
looks
whole
at me,
engine
starts howling on the
must have
floor,
folded,
thinks I'm
which
crazy.
was a safety feature at the time that I think
laughs
they've
in
since
my
taken
face.
away.
She says, "You've
And
got to
it
be
sort
kidding me."
of
I said, "No, my
shifted
mom
the
always taught me that
front
one." She's like, "You're
compartment of the
nuts."
car
We were on
enough that
the
the
way
door
back to
wouldn't
my house.
open
So she's
properly,
asking your
and
mother. I
the
said, "Go ahead,
window
ask my
wouldn't
mother."
because it kind of
So she
compressed on
calls
itself.
up,
So
she walks in.
I
the
smelled
house and she
something
says,
while I was
"Mom,
assessing the damages.
She just told
and
me
it
this. This is
started
crazy.
to
Like,
kind of
you
smell
know,
like smoke.
This can't be real.
And I couldn't identify
She
where it
says,
was coming
yes,
from,
yes,
but I
because
realized
my
it was
mom's
her
always super
car.
serious
and
about
I
everything
thought it was in the
superstitious
front
because she
part
wants to avoid it,
outside
like the
underneath,
plague.
but it started to
So my
get
best
more
friend
and
says,
more
"Well,
pungent.
that can't be. I don't
and
understand.
smelled
Why
like it
would
was
that
getting
happen?"
closer to me.
Mom very innocent.
No one was looking my way because they were all focused away from our car and toward the car that's fed off.
An old wives' tale.
We're giving a
superstition.
report,
You never give a man
talking
you
to the
love
policeman,
a wallet. If you're romantic
signing
with any
a
man,
witness
you don't ever
statement,
give them a
etc.
wallet. If you do,
So
it's bad luck. You're
eventually,
not supposed
I
to,
began
like,
to panic, and I
I don't know
figured,
if it has
well,
to
I'll
do
just
with money or
undo my
what, but, like,
seatbelt
you just
and
don't
crawl
do
out
that. No,
the
that
driver's
would be a
side.
terrible thing. And
I
you'll
go to
have a
press
big
the
fight,
seatbelt button,
and the better
and
the
it
wallet,
won't release.
the larger the fight, the worse
So
the fight. And
I start
they'll leave you
panicking,
in
click,
the
click,
end.
click.
You
It won't
end up with
undo,
this person.
and
Trust
I'm
me,
pulling on it, and
you
I
know,
can't
don't
get
do
out.
it. So my
I
friend,
had never
clearly
worn a
not
seatbelt
convinced,
before that
laughs
day.
at the whole thing,
And
ignores my
sadly
mother,
would not go on to wear one
laughs
after.
more at me, and that was
Not
that. It was
great
just
public
one of those
service
things.
advice,
Agree
I
to
realize,
disagree,
but I have my reasons.
She
I
got
was the
an
1%
amused
was
amusement
actually
out
in
of it
peril,
anyway.
so
Okay,
you'll
fine.
have to forgive me.
Well,
But I couldn't
you
get
know,
out.
days,
I'm
weeks,
trapped,
months go by, and
I start
at
banging
the
on
time,
the glass.
she
It never
had been
occurred to me
dating
to
this
hit the
guy.
horn, but I think
And she
looking
dated him
back,
for a
there
while.
was something wrong with
And
it
I would
because the way the
say
engine had
when
folded.
all
I may
the
have tried it. I
superstition
really
stuff
don't
came
remember.
up, it was
But
probably
I was banging on the glass
maybe like
and
a good year and a half
smacking the door as much as I could
before
to
she
try
was
and get
about to
attention.
celebrate her
Eventually,
fifth
the
anniversary
witness from
with
the real
this
estate
guy.
office
She had
saw
dated him
me
all through
and
high
pointed,
school and into college,
and the policeman came
um,
over.
you know,
And
halfway
he tried
through high
to
school and
get me
college,
to
and
the
she was
other
getting
side,
ready
but
to
he
have her
couldn't.
fifth anniversary
So
with him,
he
thinking that
sliced the
by the time
seatbelt
they got out of
off,
college,
and
you
I was
know,
able
they
to
would
get
get
out
married,
through
and
the,
this was the
driver's
guy.
side
She had
and
dated him for a
get
long
free.
time. He was always around.
So
He was a nice
I
guy.
explained what happened, and as soon
And
as
he
I
lived pretty close to
got
where I
out
was,
and
and she had
told
gone to
him
high school
my
with him, we
perspective
go to different high
because I was the
schools.
only one that hadn't
So
been
she,
questioned yet.
wanted
Shortly
to
thereafter, the car's
get
sizzle
him a
turned
nice
into a
gift.
spark, which turned into a complete
Well, I
fire,
was
and the car
suggesting all
just
sorts of
exploded
different
right
things. He
there
liked
on
the golf. He played
the
soccer,
main
so I was
highway.
saying maybe golf
We
clubs
were
or
all
this or that.
stumped because it was less than a
But she
minute
said,
after I
"No,
got
you know,
out.
I don't
and
know. I
certainly,
really
had
wanted
I
to do
stayed
something
there
more
for
personal."
safety, as my
Trust me,
sister
I get a piece of
intended,
jewelry. We went
that
back and
wasn't
forth
how
on
that
a
was
lot
going
of
to go
stuff,
down
but
that day.
She comes back from the store. She was a
Unfortunately,
notorious
the car was
shopper.
never found. The
And
people
comes
that
back
were
from the
driving it,
store
I
one
still
day.
don't know
She
what
says,
they
"Oh,
were
look,
up to,
look what
but
I
I'll
got
never
'em."
forget JUR
Opens up
848
this
and a red
nice
Camaro
little
with a
square
dent in
box,
it.
and
So if you're out
there's a
there, oh
leather
yeah, I'm still
wallet
looking
in
for
it
you.
from
But I'd say the moral of the story is
leather
hit and
store.
runs are just not cool. So
I
please
just
stop
laughed.
if
This
you're
is you're
involved in an
serious?
accident. You just
She
never
says,
know what you might
yeah,
be
he'll love
doing.
it.
to
He needs a new
someone
wallet.
else.
You know, he's got one of those
It was
stupid
crazy
80s
that day. And
wallets. Of
desperately
course,
seeking
we're
Susan,
talking like
obviously we didn't get to
1992
the theater that night to see it,
to
and would go a
96
couple
error
weeks
here.
later.
Okay, so
Probably
she's,
should have
he's got
skipped
one of those
that.
stupid
I'd like
wallets
that
who
2
has
hours
like
of my
a
life back as
Velcro,
well. But poor Madonna, she
closure,
gave it
and
her
he
best
looks like
shot.
a little kid. Like it's time
If
to
you
grow
enjoyed
up.
my
He needs
story,
a man
check
wallet.
out
I'm like, okay,
Eclectic
a man
Collection
wallet.
Podcast.com.
So
or follow
I understand,
me
but
on your
it's a
preferred
wallet.
platform.
You're dating. It's
On
your fifth
Thursday night,
anniversary.
man.
Like, what are you just
Thanks for
tempting fate? And I'm totally serious because I have my mother in my head, appalled, saying like, "Oh, you would never give a man a wallet." That's the memory I'm having. And she says, "Yeah, that's ridiculous. Like, your mom said it's a wives' tale. Come on, like I'm not even listening to that. Like, shut up. Do you like the wallet or not?" I said, "Well,